Cornerstone posted to Facebook last night saying the shooting involved two young members of their church community. As we just heard from Mary, they say our hearts break for all involved and we are praying for everyone affected, especially the family of the victims. We now go to Local 5's Khalil Maycock. He is at this morning's vigil Cornerstone is holding. Khalil, what are you hearing there?
Good morning, Jackie. And that vigil just ended with people walking out. And, at the start of the vigil, the pastor got on stage and he referenced those two that lost their lives as precious sisters. And I want to say that, this vigil was very touching because there was a lot of singing, there was a lot of praying, and there was also a lot of crying. Jackie, when I looked around, there was no one that had a dry eye in this house. It was very emotional. And one of the pastors, when they got on stage, they referenced this as something that was, yes, sad, but they had a lot of unanswered questions. But they said they know that these sisters are in a better place. And we have a soundbite for you to listen to, so go ahead and listen to that.
The Bible says that Jesus wept. Isaiah tells us that he was a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And he told the family in the midst of the death of Lazarus, he said to them, to the sister, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live. And everyone who lives and believes in me will never die.
And also during this vigil, one of the fathers of the victims did speak on stage, and he said he knows that his daughter is in a better place. And although everything was sad, everyone in here was giving each other some comfort. I saw some, people praising. There are people holding hands and giving each other hugs. So live in Ames, Khalil Maycock, Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
Thank you very much, Khalil. Very emotional video there. We appreciate you. All right, Iowa State University released a statement late last night sharing their grievance. The statement saying in part, quote, "Dear Iowa State community, we are saddened to learn of the shooting that occurred this evening, June 2nd. This is a tragic loss, and our condolences are with the families and friends of the victims." Well, elected leaders there are also sharing their thoughts on the shooting at the Cornerstone Church. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds says last night's act of senseless violence took the lives of two innocent victims at their place of worship. Kevin and I grieve for the families who have suffered an unfathomable loss. Senator Chuck Grassley, he said, Barbara and I are lifting up Cornerstone Church community in prayers. Tonight, churches should be a place of worship, not violence. Violence is always wrong. I'm closely monitoring developments in Ames as we learn more details. Also, Representative Cindy Axney also said, my prayers are with the victims of tonight's shootings, their families, and the people of Ames. Enough is enough, and I am working with my colleagues in Congress to pass federal gun safety measures. The time to act is now.